I'm Todd Grisham, and all the seats have been sold. We're live at the Empire Fight Camp. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with.
Up first, Slugger from the... They're coming up against Lightning Hands from the United States of America.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight. And now, the action's about to begin.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Missing with the hook. Oh, that left hook hurt him. That left hook missed. Nice breeze in the air, and this has to feel so foreign to these fighters, Johnny, as they box outside.
It's been a long, long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been out in the sun, they've been having a good time. But this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable. And the fighters sensible. It's night time now. They're waiting for the big fight. There's a lot of pressure on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done and perform.
He misses with that straight left. Do you believe this? Beautiful counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Punch caught him clean. This fighter told us yesterday if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull in the matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. They exchange punches. The right hook just missed. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights. Can't connect with that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Go back out there and switch. Yes, I like that round.
And there's the bell for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Trained to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
And that hook misses. This may do it. A much better game plan here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Can't score with that jab. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What's the referee thinking right now? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
That punch lands. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they...
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Can't land that jab. There's a counter shot. We need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter shot. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Well Well done with that counter shot. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. It's not over till it's over, but that not... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very...
Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You on way.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Go ahead, look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow, get to the end of the round.
His stamina is off the charts. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look like that.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. The corner's gotta take a good look at their fighter. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! So much for defensive abilities. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
You let him back into the fight. You're much better than that guy. You're much... Great work. I love that. I love that. The jab's slick. Just keep him on the end of his jab.
And there's the bell for round 5. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Middleweight.
And Slugger has been dropped. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
Even I've got to see that again.
are on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the ring.
Misses with the straight left. It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
Lucky that hook didn't score. Jab misses. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there, because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Holding nothing back here in the round. Incredible work rate. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. See how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that last round.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Come on. You've let him back into the fight. You're much better than that.
This is the beginning of round 6. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Nice counter shot. That big hook doesn't land. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Good one. A lot of effort being exerted here. Finish it! How did they not go down?
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. We're good.
Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
It's time to fight under the full moon. We are outside live at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape. First up, we have Lightning Hands. Up against them, Slugger from the United States of America.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America. Wearing the black trunks trimmed with black. Lightning Hands. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United States of America.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight. And what a fight it should be.
It's cooled down a little bit. The fighters will love that. We might see a high-tempo fight here.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. The build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Off-the-charts action from both of these fighters. Ooh, a good straight. Ooh, a stiff jab. Lots of height as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
These fighters have had to block themselves off and say, right, that's it. Keep out of it. Now it's fight time. The whole day, everybody's been waiting for these 2. This is it. This is it.
Both men step back for just a moment. And just got countered. The straight right just misses. This is a high-octane battle. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Just missed with that hook. They're giving us a high-tempo show. His jab just got blocked. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Got the momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Great round. Now relax.
To win this round.
On to the second round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Beautiful counter punch. Swing and a miss with the right hook. A lot of... Whoa, wait a minute! What a nightmare scenario! And Slugger has been dropped. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Nice defense on that right hook. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever run anybody else.
Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Come on. Breathe. Breathe. I need you to focus on what you're doing.
And there's the bell to start round 3. And there's the bell to start the round. It looks like this one's going to be over. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your blood.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Who do you think think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Holding nothing back here in the round. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter shot. Nobody home with that hook. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good?
And there's the bell to start round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He fails to score with that left hook. No rest for the weary. Defense failed them. They've avoided catastrophe there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to it?
Let's see that again.
I've got to see that again.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.